Flosstube. I'm Elizabeth with the Silver Scissor. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. It's a channel about cross stitch, and I will show you what I've been working on and some finishes that I've had and things that have been going on in my house. And here is my son, who's 15. What's your name, kid? His name is Jake. I told him I needed tech help, and he wasn't quite ready to do it, and I figured it out myself. So he snoozes, he loses. He could have made his big debut. Anyway, I am the Silver Scissor on Instagram. I would love for you to come follow me there. Today I'll be showing you cross stitches that I've been working on in the next few weeks. I have quite a bit of finishes to show you so last time I just did a whip parade, and then between last time and the time before, it had been quite a while, and I have some finishes to show you. I just realized I was leaning on one of them. My foot was, and I don't want that. So anyway, so I will show you those, and we will have a giveaway at the end. So keep watching. I will also talk more about my bag sale that I plan on having coming up, and yeah, so let's just get started. Oh, and I have a haul to show you. I've kind of been on a blackbird frenzy lately, so we'll talk about that. So first, it is raining here. It is really rainy today and has been thundering and lightning. It seems like it's kind of calming down. We have been in the middle of a big drought. We haven't had any measurable rain where I live for months, I think. And like probably since like April or something. And so we have this big drought. We haven't been able to water our lawns. I've got dry patches, and it's been so hot that I feel like my tomatoes haven't really started to come on. My tomato plants haven't gotten kind of bushy like they usually do. They're still like one little thing. And anyway, so I'm hoping that the rain does us a lot of good, because we definitely need it. But that's why I have my overhead light on, and why you may be hearing thunder and lightning in the background. Okay, so let's get started. I feel like I have finished quite a bit lately, and I'll show you some of those things. One of the things that I did and finished, I showed you last time. I have this, The Fruits of Our Labor by Pineberry Lane, and I worked on this one here, and this took me like 2 nights or something like that, not very long, maybe like 6 hours total. But I did this little pilgrim and the turkey. I think the turkey is so cute, and they were so fast to stitch. So there's my little finish on that one. I need to do the others. I need to get, so Shepherd's Bush has this, the model on their wall. And they've got this one and this one in here, but they don't have this one. But I think I want to do all 3. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to finish them. I want to be able to put them in my tier tray at Thanksgiving time. So I need to go get some more fabric so that I can do this one together. So, and I have done the Shepherd's Bush conversion on this one. So my fabric is a little different. The next thing that I started, I've been in the mood to do small ones lately, because I just keep seeing all these cute ones that other people are doing, and I don't usually go for the small ones. I think they're super cute, but then I just don't go for them. And so lately I have been totally in the mood. So I started this one, Mice in the Sewing Room, and this is one that I've had to be done for quite a while. And I was planning on finishing this weekend, but then I realized it might be the Blackbird sale. So I started another one that is not a small one. Oops, yesterday. Did I start yesterday, or maybe I started Saturday? I've got a needle for my other one. Okay, this is still it's still in my frame because it fits in there, so I didn't take it out. But this is just vintage country mocha linen, and this is what I have going so far. I think I will probably finish working on my big one that I started for the Blackbird sale, and then go back to this maybe on Tuesday, tomorrow. So Mice in the Sewing Room, and I'm excited to put it in here. Although I do have to say I had mice in here once. It was disgusting. I had come down early in the morning to work out. My family was still sleeping, and this room right here was like a family room, TV room. Now it's our kids' playroom. But anyway, they had come right in front of me that you can't see. There's a door that goes to the little room that has the furnace, and they had come in through that, and I could hear them. They were not quiet. Like people say quiet as a mouse. This mouse was not quiet. And I could hear squeaking and hear it rustling, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then suddenly ran across. Yeah, I had to have my husband come get it. He caught it, and then he took it to a park down there to go let it loose. And then we had to put mouse traps, and I think we only caught one other one, but I was worried. And then we got a cat. So that's how that went for us. But I hope I never ever have mice in my sewing room again, even if they're cute. But yes, they were in here once. And I don't know that I necessarily want to commemorate it, but I thought this was a cute stitch. So, mice in the sewing room. Okay. This is the one that I started yesterday. Still got my needle and thread in it. This is Away We Ride by Blackbird. I'm starting the crow up here. I guess I started this Saturday. I've been watching the Olympics. But is anybody else completely annoyed that because it's on at prime time, so I will start watching. It actually comes on at like 6 o'clock. They start the prime time with it. But I have to avoid the news at all costs, or else I find out who won, and I don't want to know until I'm actually watching it. I'm pretty annoyed. So anyway, this was me stitching. My stitching that I have so far, the house. I want to work my way over to the border because the border is pretty, I've heard it's pretty intense to work on. I think it's so cute, and I love the border. But I want to get it started because it is a lot. So I've done this little top part, and then this is the feet of this crow, and I'm slowly trying to go over. When I bought the floss for this, I thought I had the red here, the mulberry, and I thought I had, what is it? Heirloom gold, which is right here, and I don't. Well, I know I've had them at one time. I cannot find them anywhere. And I looked through all my project bags to see if they were with something else, and I cannot find it. Also, it calls for wood rose in these little ones, so it's kind of pinky over here. Well, my wood rose is now almost orange. I have some of the pinky, but it's almost gone, and it's in another project. So that will not end up being that color. Anyway, so I have to get those two. I hoped to work my way over to the side down there, but I think I'm going to have to do it up, maybe go up here and over. But that is, so that's kind of, let me show you mine. That is what I have on that at the little top of the house and starting to fill in. It fills in with two different colors. So I've got those going there. Okay, the next thing that I worked on was actually a complete finish. So, like I said, I've been on this Blackbird kick. And so I did this one, a little one, and this took me as well. It took me about 2 nights. It's tiny, and then I just made it into a pillow, and this is the French General fabric. It's a couple releases ago, and I can't remember what it's called. This is, what is it called? Morning Star by Blackbird. So I love it. I loved the red and the pink, and I like it a lot better actually done than the picture. Sometimes the pictures just don't photograph as well. This is more pink. These are kind of a light pink in real life. It was Country Road or something like that, kind of a light pink. And this is just mystery linen that I had. I'm not sure what it is. So, sorry, I'm getting alerts on my phone. I need to turn it off and put it over there. Okay, so now I will show you some of my finished pieces that I have. This is one that I have finished quite a while ago. So I'm not usually a big pillow person because I feel like when I stitch them, when I finish them, they kind of slump a little bit. And I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. And then Ginger Shoal on Flosstube had told me what to do to, let me grab that again, the one that I just threw in the room. she had told me what to do to get them to kind of what she does with hers to make them look full, but not. Do you know what I mean by slump forward? Like they kind of like, I don't know, like cuts off the bottom or something. So I made this one trying the way that she was telling me. She said that she puts batting in the corners and then does the walnut shells in the center. So that's what I did here. And it worked so well that I decided to do another one. And I did this one that same way. So this is Let's Stay Home and Stitch with my needle. You know what? Maybe I should try turning the light off. I feel like it is glaring weird. Can you see better? So Let's Stay Home and Stitch by Brenda Gervais. And this was for quarantine, Project Quarantine. It may be actually called Project Quarantine on this. Okay, I don't know that that is any better with the light off. I'm gonna turn it back on because now I feel like I'm in a shadow. Okay, so, yeah, there's that. Okay, so now I will show you some of my finishes, and I actually grabbed some of my other blackbirds that I had hanging up around my house to show you, just because we've all been thinking blackbird lately, and it's been blackbird weekend, or maybe it's next weekend. I plan to do both because it's blackbird. So I do have this one right up there, and that is the button box. And it's in one of the books, and I don't remember what it's called right now, but it's one that I want to do every single project in. And I did write button box on it because it was going in here, but I love, love, love the house. And I showed that in another video. This one, I know that I showed in another video as well, but I've got the little companion piece done. This one I just framed myself. This frame was at kind of our local craft store. So I got the frame and put it in there myself. I think it has it on like an oval shaped box or something like that in the book. These ones are from the Sewing Club book. Oops. And this one from it. And these are the only ones. That's another book that I want to do every single thing in it. And so far I've got these two done, and that's it. And I've had it since it came out. So I did this one. This was a COVID one too. I remember I went to Shepherd's Bush for the market day, bought the book, came home and was planning to just stitch as I watched the world shut down. Well, I didn't know it was shutting down until I got home. And instead I was like glued to my TV, not able to stitch, kind of in shock. So, I can't even remember what those two are called. Something about a swallow or something. Okay, this next one is, I think it's called the Berry Bird. And this is the Scarlet House, I believe. There. And if you will notice, this has the exact same frame as this. Is it even the same? Yep, same frame. This is one of the cheaper frames that they have where I get mine framed. And I really like it for the small finishes because it's just thin. It's this one right here, that's a with my needle and thread one, and that's the same frame, just in a different color. Okay, this one I've had framed recently. This is a pretty recent finish. And this is the Bee-Skip by Blackbird. I love that red house, the red brick house. And this is in Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler book. So, the Bee-Skip, and I can't remember what fabric this is. I don't remember. And I usually do pretty much all of my stuff. I'll say if it's different, but almost everything is 32 count stitched 1/2. Okay. This, I've seen a lot of people do this. This is Summer Jubilee, and I leave this out all summer. And I don't think I showed this last year. I know I had wanted it to be done, and I had it framed. And when they framed it, I like my framing close. They had gone over the points of these on the side, So I asked him to redo it. They had a new framer at the time, and she struggles a little bit. Anyway, this is one of my favorites. I love it for summer. It is just released again in the, this is called Summer Jubilee, and the book is Souvenirs of Summer, I believe. Anyway, one of my favorite ones. I'm running out of places to put stuff. Okay, the next one, this is one I finished this winter. This is, I believe it's called Quaker Handiwork by Brenda Gervais. And what did I stitch on? So I actually think that this is sand, if I'm remembering correctly. Picture this plus the fabric. And this one is, I can't remember, but it is Picture This Plus, and it is 32 count. So Quaker Handwork. Okay, then this is another Blackbird one that I did this winter as well, All Joys for Thine. And I think that this is the called for linen, but I can't remember for sure. It is the called for colors. Most of mine are the called for colors. I usually do it unless, I don't know, sometimes if it's an older pattern, a dye lot has changed. Or if I buy it at Shepherd's Bush and they have a model, if I buy this stuff, the pattern, it comes with their floss conversion. And so a lot of times I'll do that. So this is All Joys for Thine, and this is the called for colors. I'm gonna have to start stacking them right over here. Sorry, I keep leaving the screen, and I don't know how to edit, so it's going to be in here. I tried telling my 15-year-old, the one that just came in, that maybe that could be his job, is to learn how to edit my videos for me. His chore that he does for free, you know, those, because he lives here. So this is the last one of my finishes that I have. This is called something that I can't remember right now. I really can't remember what this one is called, but this is by Brenda Gervais, and I finished it this winter, and I just framed it myself. So I don't remember. I think I might have just had this frame, or I bought it, actually. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. I may have already had it or something, though, when I framed it. But, yep. The quilt's in here. I love the quilts on the houses. It's so cute. And actually, I do remember I have one more finish. So, Brenda Gervais. Oh, quilt box sampler or something like that. Salt box quilt sampler, something to that effect. But it is with the needle and thread, Brenda Gervais. Okay, my last one is like my biggest cross stitch I've ever done. And I finished it probably, I think I finished like in February or March. And this is, I'm probably gonna have to stand up for this one. This one I got framed at the Cross Stitch Center of Fine Stitchery, or the Craft Center of Fine Stitchery in Salt Lake. I usually just go to our local place down there. But like I said, they got a new framer, and she's still learning, and it's been like a year. She's still learning, but I didn't want to take any chances with this one. And I had watched Lori Holt's videos and Christy from Cross Hatch Quilts videos, and they love the framing at Craft Center. And so I took this there, and it actually, price-wise, was not super expensive, comparatively speaking. Our place that we have down there has a 50% off coupon that I use, and so I kind of thought, and I've taken things other places to be priced, but that's the best price that I have found. But the Craft Center was pretty much half off of what the full prices would be anyway. So it really was not, it was very reasonable, I felt like. But, so this is, I better stand up. This is Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring by Blackbird. As I kick something on the floor here. So merrily, merrily we welcome spring. And I started this almost 2 years ago. And it was just so big that I felt like it was overwhelming to me or something. And so I put it away. I didn't do very much of it and just put it away. And then finally I decided I've got to work on it sometimes. But then after working on it, even not a ton, I realized I was making progress quickly. So I just kept going and finished it. I think I maybe had like this little strip all the way down. And for some reason, that side of the plant took me forever. I kept having to unpick. I think that that's what made me not want to do it anymore. Because when I did this side, I didn't have any problems and did it really quickly. So this is like my most exciting finish and frame. So, merrily, merrily we welcome spring by Blackbird. And that is what my toe keeps resting on, but I don't want it to rest on down there. Okay. So now we're going to do haul. And like I said, I have been on a Blackbird kick. I feel like we don't know what's going to happen with Blackbird. I have my hopes high that they'll reprint things, that Alma will reprint things, but I feel like I've got to get what I can now, because if she doesn't, I don't want them to just go out of print and be missing out. So the Bile the Blackbird, I'm taking it to heart. I actually have like 3 things coming in the mail still that I haven't received yet. So this one is Flea Market Souvenir. So and this is in 3 pieces, 3 different fabrics. Put them together and make this one. This is it for my daughter? Dear daughter of mine is what it says on the bottom. I don't know if I will put that on there or if I will say something else or just leave it without and move the border up. But I really do like this one. I have 2 daughters. I just don't know if that's what I want it to say. And I just realized that I have more haul, but I didn't get it out. It's under something. Okay, this one is Bluebird of Happiness. So the colors in here I like. Purples. And I've loved this Feliz Navidad for a long, long time. It doesn't scream Christmas to me, but I do think that it's really pretty. My husband speaks Spanish fluently. He lived in Chile for 2 years, and he'll like the Feliz Navidad at Christmas. Oh, maybe I do have the things that I wanted right here. Okay, just kidding. We're fine. So this is And Blossoms is the Rose. And I love this one. The colors are really, they look really light in here. I don't know if they will be when they're fully done. So you can see that is this drum. And I think it's got, that's really pretty too. I really like it. Anyway, it's got some really pretty things in this one. And I also got Our Lasting Friendship. Let me show you, because I need suggestions. I always need suggestions, right? So Shepherd's Bush has this in a frame. And if you look closely, it says Shepherd's Bush on the one in here, because they had designed this for a Shepherd's Bush retreat. So I don't want to put Shepherd's Bush, but I don't know what I do want to put. So I've got to decide that. I don't know if I should put my name. I don't know if I should, I don't know what I should do. But if you have any great ideas, tell me. If you've done this, what did you put on the bottom? Because I need to know. So, but that's just a quick one that I can do. Like I said, I'm into the little ones lately. And then I start the huge. Well, it's not huge, but you know, the Away We Ride. So I also bought this one, Casting a Spell. It has all these different little, and I don't know, I think the box comes from Hobby Lobby. Does it say? Supplies, yep, it's from Hobby Lobby, and then they take the stitches and put them in there. So I don't know if that's what I will do. I just liked the pattern, so I bought it. Well, I could pretty much, but it does have this one on the back that is not in there. And it seems like, yeah, maybe that's the one that isn't in there. Right there. But that may be for another. I love Halloween stuff and fall stuff, but I haven't been in the mood to stitch it lately, so I don't know what I'll keep doing. Because I keep having ideas of what I should keep doing, and then I don't do it. And then I have Boo to You by Brenda Gervais that I got. And this is another little one that I've been thinking I should do, and then I had never bought it, and then I saw somebody stitch it, and she's so cute. And then this is one that I have liked for a long time too, by Kathy Barrick, and I have not stitched one by Kathy Barrick before. And this one actually is in silks, and I have not done that. I have not stitched in silk because everybody says that you'll never want to go back, and I can't afford to always stitch in silk, and so I haven't ever done it. So I've got to find a great conversion. I feel like I don't love doing conversions myself because it's like I don't trust them. It's like I sit there and second guess myself. So I'm not sure. Maybe if I take it into Shepherd's Bush, they could help me make one that wasn't in silk. So anyway, this is I love this one. And it's not super big, 145 by 139, but it is a lot of stitching because it's really dense in here. Okay, let's talk about project bags. So I'm going to be having a sale. I hope by the end of the week we can do it, but it may be beginning of next week. And I will put it on, I have an Instagram account called the Silver Scissor Project Bags. And that is where I will post when I'm going to be having a sale. So, and also like show previews of bags or whatever fabrics that I'm using. I want to get one done that is a summer bag sale. So the ones that I will be putting in, I think I showed them last time, but I'll just quick kind of show you what I've got. And most of these I have more than one of. So I've got 4th of July fabric. And I have this one. This isn't really summer looking, but this is cider. And I've only got one of that one. But I think everything else I have two. I've got these ones. I've got this farmy chicken one. I've got 3 of this one. This is the strawberries and figs. And I actually will have more of these coming, but just not for the sale. I love, love, love this fabric. Yeah, so that's all I have finished so far. I'm hoping to get one done out of Sunday Stroll, if you know which one that one is. It has strawberries and buffalo check. And I've got another, one that has trailers on. I love to stitch while I camp. And I have not been camping in years and years, and my family used to camp all the time when I was growing up. So anyway, when I saw the camping, I was like, that would be perfect to go camping for your camping cross-stitch bag. Anyway, so my bag sale will be coming up. And then I also told you guys last time that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, we will have a bag giveaway. So make sure that you're subscribed. Also, if you want an extra chance to be put in that drawing for the bag giveaway, leave a comment. And you can comment about anything, but that will give you a double chance. And so I will, if it's 3 or 4 videos to reach 1,000, and then you comment on each one, that's 3 or 4 extra chances that you will have, besides the actual drawing that we do. So make sure to leave a comment below for that. Also, I wanted to do a giveaway for this time. And I have got Simply Autumn by the Drawn Thread. Leave a comment if you were interested in, I should have taken it out of the bag. If you're interested in this one, leave a comment below and tell me what is your favorite type of thing to cross stitch. Is it a seasonal item? Is it a holiday, or just the plain season? Or do you like to do samplers? Do you like to just do little smalls? Tell me about your favorite things to cross stitch. I would love to hear it. And you will be entered to win a drawing for this one. So even if you comment on the drawing for this one, you can get another entry for the project bags for when we reach 1,000. So I think that's all I have today. We're about a half hour. I hope you're having a good summer. We're getting ready to start back to school here in a couple weeks, and I'm not excited about it. My oldest is going to college, and I have mixed feelings about that. It'll be a big change for our family not to have him here, but when I go, I remember how much fun I had in college, and I'm excited for him to experience those things. But I'm not ready to start thinking about school yet. I'd like to think about school the day before it starts, and not before then, because don't interrupt my summer is how I kind of feel right now. I hope you are having a great summer and living up the last few weeks before school starts. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Thanks. Bye.